Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video. And if this video can hit 750 likes within 24 hours, we're giving away $50 to 5 different people. That's $250 that will be given away today. And all you have to do to enter is comment down below just something. It doesn't really matter what. Make sure you press the like button on this video and make sure you have the notification bell on. And actually, I think we're actually going to do a giveaway in the Discord. Maybe it's going to be this one, maybe another one, but make sure you actually go ahead and press enter in this giveaway section in Discord. Link is in the description below. But guys, you will probably believe me if I say that this bull run is showing quite some similarities to the bull run that we saw a couple of years ago. But on the contrary, of course, every run is a little bit different. Now, this article here is saying there won't be an alt season like 2017. Alts will soon go bankrupt, claims old school trader. This is an article from very shortly ago. I instantly pressed it when it came out. Always on time, if you know what I'm saying. So Bitcoin's pump in 2017 was the best in its decade-long existence in terms of price. This bull run caused the price of Bitcoin to hit 20K, causing massive FOMO with people across the world. The ICO boom of 2017 coupled with Bitcoin's rally caused a lot of alts to pump massively, and this contributed to a bull run euphoria, the byproduct of which was a number of overnight millionaires. Bitcoin's recent pump has caused many to speculate whether such an alt season will hit the streets of crypto if and when the actual bull run of Bitcoin begins. However, this idea is pushed back by an equal number of users. Peter Brandt, an old school trader, is one amongst the people who believe that the alt season is not coming. And now, guys, a couple of videos ago in one of my Ripple XRP videos, I talked to you guys about where the bull run really starts. And I think still that December of 2018 or January 2019, whatever, the bull run already kind of started. Since we're up, how much is it, 150% since that time? We're up a crazy amount already, and we're just, in the last couple of days, like within 6 days here, we did go up like $4,000, which is actually a record amount in comparison to 2017 already, because in that time it took a couple of days extra. So in theory here, we're already breaking records in terms of prices. We're already doing better than at that time, and we're actually in 2017 it took 18 days to go from 10 to 20,000. Right now, or actually it took also only 90 days to go from from 8 to 20,000. 19 days, yes. Right now we're still on, let's say, day, what is it, 7 of Bitcoin hitting 10K. I would say maybe it's actually already like 8 days or 9 days. It doesn't really matter though. We're within that 18 to 19 day section here. So there's definitely a lot of possibilities for Bitcoin to still go to that 20K within the time that it did so in 2017. So we're still actually quite Gucci. We're still quite golden. Some people might say like, oh, the run is over. Yeah, we hit our all-time, or we hit the high again of this year. It's going to just fall back down. That's not necessarily the case. As we also saw every year before that, and if you've ever been into crypto, you know that a coin can't just keep on running without corrections. Otherwise, it just fumbles at one point, and then it's really going to act like a bubble. If it goes like this, like how it's doing right now, it just corrects every single time, a couple $1,000s. You have a higher chance of the gains actually be sustainable. So, Brand tweeted, many altcoins benefited from the last bull run in BTC. Cryptomaniacs expect alts to do so again, and they may be very disappointed. 2000.com bubble is analog. Following 2001-2002 tech collapse, dot-coms with real value exploded. The alt.coms went bankrupt. Here's kind of making a dot-com to alt comparison here. Bitcoin surge has caused altcoins to bleed against BTC, causing a massive dip, and a lot of traders on Twitter expressing that this was a good opportunity to fill their alt bags, hoping for a surge from them. Eric Forhays, a well-known Bitcoin enthusiast, disagreed with Brandt. He responded, and there were hundreds of very successful dot-coms, including now the biggest companies in the world, which he has a very good point for, so the comparison kind of falls down. While people argue that Bitcoin price rise isn't comparable to any other asset, the price pattern is very similar to that of other assets on a different time scale. There's also a possibility that the next bull run will bring out an alt season to all the altcoins left standing after the brutal bear cycle of late 2018, early 2019. And Stacking Bits commented, Peter, you don't understand the primary functionality of most alts. They're used to generate additional BTC liquidity to drive the market forward during cycles. You're mistaken if you think Bitcoin gains won't cycle through select alts. This is how the crypto economy cycles, and it's definitely true. I agree with stacking bits and stacking bits on here. And by the way, guys, if you have an article that you really like to show me, I don't get that many notifications. You guys can always, just whatever article you find on Twitter or whatever thread, just go ahead and go to this little reply section and type in at the DustyBC. Just tag me in here, press reply, so I see what you guys are talking about. I'll always give you a shout out if you send me something useful. So make sure you just utilize that, because it's worth it to do so. And now, let's actually quickly look at this first here. Stellar co-founder getting sued by ex-Mt. Gox trader for losing 80,000 BTC. A lot of people were commenting this in one of my Stellar videos. I think I did yesterday or something like that. I think it's because that Stellar is quite a popular cryptocurrency. Stellar is also quite like XRP, and that the co-founder, Jeb McCaleb, is also the founder of Mt. Gox and also the founder of XRP. And I think that might also be the reason why a lot of people have put so much emphasis on here, on me covering this case, because he's getting sued now. Mt. Gox was hacked on February 2014 for 850,000 Bitcoins, which was really insane. At that time, though, it was like $400 million. Right now, you can already imagine how much 850,000 BTC is worth. It's definitely an insane amount. But the lawsuit states that McCaleb was aware of the Mt. Gox's security issues back in 2010 or early 2011, and rather than securing the exchange, McCaleb sold a large portion of his interest in the then sole proprietorship and provided avenues to the purchases to cover up security concerns at the time without ever informing or disclosing these issues to the public. So the big issue here is that he did not try to fix these vulnerabilities. But hey, what I'm always saying on the situation is, if you're putting your money on an exchange, you gotta damn well support that exchange and really believe every step that they take. Otherwise, make sure you buy yourself a hardware wallet. I keep plugging that in because it's so much worth it. I recommend it to all of y'all to quickly buy yourself one, as it is so much worth it. A link for it is in the description below. Really, guys, I guess if you're new, probably go for a Nano X, since it's with Bluetooth, and the other one has a little USB cable, the Nano S. Or you go for the backup pack. It's now in discount. It's only like $150 here, dollars or euros, depending on where you are. It's quite cheap for safety, right? It's a small price to pay for safety. So yeah, what I think about the situation here is that it's not that bad of a deal. I mean, what are they gonna pay, right? What are they gonna? I really don't know what could happen to Jet. He's rich already. He could definitely lose a little bit of that money if he really needs to, and he'll probably win the lawsuit anyway, right? Most of the time he does. These lawsuits are so hard to win as a consumer, since you willingly put your money on there, and if he decided not to fix such a vulnerability issue, who are you to say he should have, right? If he did not want to, he had other priorities. He'll always win the race by saying that either he did not know, or he needed, he could not fix it, or he needed the money for something else. There's multiple ways he can really loophole out of this. Jones said he owned 1,900 BTC at the time of Mt. Gox's bankruptcy in 2014, worth $24 million, and Steinmetz held 43,000 Bitcoins, worth more than $542 million today. Wow, though. That's quite insane, to be completely honest with you. Both men are still in pursuit of their lost funds, and they said they wouldn't have used Mt. Gox if they were aware of its significant security concerns. Well, yeah, too bad for you. Moving over into XRP, though, since this doesn't really concern XRP, it concerns mostly just the founder of XRP, and a little bit about the community, a little bit about crypto. And this one definitely concerned XRP, but a little bit less direct, since we're all quite convinced that these alt runs will also occur, and specifically for XRP, they will occur heavily, as we've seen with the XRP to BTC pair. Every so often, it just decides to really pump up like crazy, and relatively soon here is most likely going to do that again. But here on XRP Arcade, an article from Leonidas, Q2 2019 XRP Report, setting up the pieces. Very short, but very, very nice. So there's a full report here, but he just has a little bit of a intro or trailer. As one more quarter reaches its end, it is always interesting to take a step back and look at recent developments, spot any trends that may have occurred, and try to understand the strategies behind those developments. This report will take you through a flashback of the last 3 months, April, May, and June, and we will take a sneak peek into everything that happened in those 3 months, in relationship to XRP and Ripple, and if you need to dig deeper, links are provided for every news item. An analysis of the quarter along with a brief comparison to the previous quarter will follow, and this report does not constitute financial advice, it is merely my own interpretation of those current events. So it's here on the XRP blog, xrcommunity.blog, Q2 2019 report, Setting Up the Pieces by Leonidas Hajilozuzu. Actually, that's a really hard to pronounce name for me. So there is just so much information on this article right here that we're going to actually cover most of this in another video that I have coming for you guys today. You can see how much stuff there is to talk about, and that's what I want to dedicate my next video to today, just to quickly go over all the developments that have gone around, everything you need to know about, because there's so much to talk about. But quick little plug-in for Leonidas, because that's a lot of work, but I think we'll also get a lot of credits for this, because this is just amazing, right? I don't know if he took it from somewhere or wrote most of this himself. Really actually don't know, but it's insane, right? It's really a lot of work that was put into this, and it's really amazing to read. So again, if you're interested in this, make sure you check out my next video coming in like a few hours here, because you know, why not? Ripple MoneyGram. Rewards awaiting Ripple XRP if it passes MoneyGram test. This is actually pretty obvious, right? We discussed this before already. There's just a very, very big partnership within our grasp, or within our reach. Ripple, a US-based tech that majorly facilitates cross-border payments, recently made a very bold step by sealing partnership with the second largest money transfer company in the world, MoneyGram. A report says that Ripple will be investing up to $50 million. They now already invested 30, and 20 might be coming soon into the deal. As XRP plays a very big role in this collab, we look into what the digital currency stands to gain once it passes the big test. Well, we already covered most of what it has to gain. There's some major partnerships within the hurdle here. There could be a good XRapid partnership popping up here. It could be, of course, the exposure from MoneyGram x Ripple. This could be marketed like crazy. MoneyGram also most likely has a lot of say in the whole transfer space, and thus, by MoneyGram setting an example, this could actually really do good for all the other partners that are to come. Since if MoneyGram really enjoys what they're doing and MoneyGram beats all the opposition, all the the rest, then you can't do anything else but join them. If you can't beat them, join them, and that's what most likely some of these others payment providers will do as well. Ripple market update: XRP bulls wake up in assault of 420 hurdle. 420. So the midweek plunge saw XRP to USD explore the levels under 40 cents, and the bulls are targeting a break above the 38.2 fib level on Friday ahead of the weekend session. And now, guys, this is something I really don't want to get into, right? This small talk, price talk, I'm just getting a little bit sick of doing this every day. Like, why do you bother yourself with these small little fluctuations? If you're really an avid trader, you don't need me to talk about these small little price talks. And if you're not an avid trader, then you're most likely holding XRP or doing some very small trades on the side. But then most of what you're doing is just holding the coin, and you don't really need to know if it's going to go down a cent or not. So, just skip these articles if you don't know what you're doing, since they're not worth your time. And crypto exchange and XRP refuge BitSanity vanishes, scamming as many as 246,000 users. This is actually happening last week. By June 17th, BitSanity's website was offline and its Twitter and Facebook accounts were deleted. Emails to multiple BitSanity accounts are now returned as undeliverable. It was an Ireland-based crypto exchange, and it disappeared without any trace, likely taking hundreds of thousands of users' assets with it. I really don't know how an exchange that popular like BitSanity can actually get that done, right? I completely have no idea how you do that. How do you do that? How do you just skip town like that? I still I don't even know how you can achieve something like that. But account holders told Forbes that attempts to withdraw Bitcoin, XRP, and other cryptos began failing in May, with BitSanity support team writing emails that withdrawals were temporarily disabled due to technical reasons. By June 17th, BitSanity website was completely offline, and you get the message. Some people, or most of them, left up to like $5,000 on there, but some people even left over $150,000 worth of XRP and Bitcoin stored in BitSanity. So that's definitely a very good loss. And there were 250,000 people registered on that exchange. So that's not a few people. It had a daily trading volume of $7 million on March 31st. Right now, that would have probably been quite a lot higher. Somebody says, I was trying to transfer XRP out to Bitcoin or cash or anything, and it kept saying temporarily disabled. I knew right away there was some kind of problem, says the user who claims to have lost 150K and asked to remain anonymous. I went back in to try to look at those tickets to see if they were still pending, and you could no longer access BitSanity. Very, very, very sad story. But there's not too much we can do about it. It's too bad. Some people that I've spoken to actually have a very good point of blame, and let's quickly read about that. At the height of the cryptocurrency craze in 2017 and 2018, BitSanity attracted casual investors because it allowed them to buy and sell Ripple XRP, which at the same time was listed on Coinbase, the most popular US cryptocurrency exchange. CNBC's published a story on January 2nd with the headline, How to Buy XRP, one of the hottest Bitcoin competitors, and it explained how to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum on Coinbase, transfer it to BitSanity, and then exchange it for XRP. And a lot of people I've spoken to actually blame CNBC's story here for luring a lot of people into a shady website. 3 of the 5 BitSanity users Forbes spoke to found out about the exchange through the CNBC article. Ripple also listed BitSanity as an available exchange for XRP on its website until recently. A Ripple spokesperson did not respond to a request for comment. So, yeah, if I were a Ripple, I would probably not do the same. Or they could just say something like, we did not know. Or I don't think that's the best move as a company, but they probably just did not know. Like, a lot of these exchanges just look good on the outside, but really are a scheme from the inside. But how do you know as just a casual investor? You know, you want to get your coin listed on as many exchanges as you can. And if you have some good relationships with the team at one company, how could you know they're really so rotten from the inside, right? Maybe they got completely hacked or they got some threats. I don't even know, but most likely it was just a good exit scam. Maybe something will happen to your funds. I cannot tell you yet, but I'll definitely keep my eyes out for this exchange to see how it progresses over the upcoming days here. But guys, thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know with a like on this video and comment down below if you guys have already checked out the Discord. And make sure you send me articles on Twitter or Threads or whatever, because I do seem to enjoy that. I'll give you a shout out if you do so. And yeah, that was probably it. Make sure you buy yourself a hard wallet. Make sure you check out all the links in the description below. Check out Discord, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a nice day. Bye!